Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to another interesting session of company law. So, right now we were discussing chapter number 12, and next section in the series which we have to discuss is section number 176. So, request you to please make one small heading, which is section 176, validity of act done by disqualified directors. Now, sir, before I discuss, it's not big section, sir, very small section, but analytical skills are required here. So I will consider some situations, sir. Try to understand and answer them by yourself, sir. Now imagine, sir, company Innocent Limited. So company का name is what, sir? Innocent Limited, sir. Sir, Innocent Limited has appointed एक person. Now imagine this person का name is Mr. Fraudulent. So Innocent Limited has appointed one person by name Mr. Fraudulent as what, sir? As a director. As director, sir. Okay. Now, but thing is, this person is suffering from disqualification, sir. So disqualification is not a disease, but he is still disqualified, or he is still in the disqualification period. Example, can I say, agar ek person is convicted for an offense involving moral turpitude, sir. So can I say, for the period of conviction plus 5 years, you will be incurring what, sir? Disqualification. So he is now, period of conviction was 6 months or more as per the law. Imagine, sir, he was convicted for 6 months, sir. So can I say 6 months ke baad he is now released, but can I say still he is disqualified for 5 years, sir. But in between, what did he do, sir? He has now approached the company Innocent Limited and said, है ना, he is ready to act as a director, sir. Now company has asked for a declaration also. कि भैया give me declaration as per section 152 subsection 4. What are the declarations, sir? You declare that you have a valid DIN number, and also declare that you are not having any disqualification. You are not having any disqualification. So Mr. Fraudulent has done both the things, sir. He gave both the things. So can I say Innocent Limited company is unaware about his disqualification? Company is unaware about person ka disqualification, sir. Or can I say company has acted in good faith? Company has acted in good faith, sir. Okay. Now the thing is, he was appointed as director in the company, sir. Now jaise Mr. Fraudulent, Mr. F is appointed as a director in the company. So can I say he will start acting on behalf of the company, sir. He will enter into many contracts on behalf of the company. That contracts company may have to pay something, company may have to receive something, sir. So there can be n number of contracts. So Mr. F has done various acts, various things on behalf of whom, sir? Company. On behalf of whom, sir? Company. With whom, sir? Third parties. Okay. Now my question to you people is his appointment valid or invalid, sir? So obvious logic is, when a person is disqualified as per section 164, to be very precise, subsection 1, sir, he is attracting one of the ground for disqualification, sir. Obvious logic is he is not liable to be appointed, and he is now appointed. That is different thing. Company is unaware about his appointment, sir. So can I say his appointment is always invalid? So there is no doubt about it, because he is a person who is suffering from what, sir? Disqualification. Or he is the person who is under the period of what, sir? Disqualification. So if in disqualification period company makes any appointment, then that appointment is invalid, sir. Now question is not that whether his appointment is valid or invalid. Now question is, are these acts which is done by a invalid director, are these acts done by Mr. F valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? That is the question, sir. Try to apply your brains, sir, and do not try to immediately shoot the answers. And will it be valid or invalid? Now tell me, sir. Can I say Mr. F, after being appointed, may enter into n number of contracts with whom, sir? Third party, sir. Now tomorrow, if you give me an answer, sir, his appointment is invalid, don't you think unnecessary third parties will suffer, sir? है ना, all third parties they will be like, है ना, we don't know कि he is a disqualified director, sir, है ना, we have acted in good faith, sir. So can I say lawmakers would never like to draft such type of a law where third party should suffer unnecessarily, sir, है ना. So इसीलिए law में what is written, sir? Now provision of this is written in section 176. Now what did 176 say, sir? जब तक है ना the disqualification thing or appointment thing is invalid is not known to the company, every act done by the director will be valid, sir. But as soon as company comes to know about such disqualification, company comes to know about the defect, about the error thing in appointment, sir, then from that day his act will become invalid, sir. So meaning is, let's understand with one example, sir. So Mr. F, imagine, sir, he was appointed on 1/1/2020, sir. Now on this day company was not knowing about the fact that there is an error in disqualification, or sorry, there is an error in appointment, or company is unaware about his disqualification. So can I say appointment is done, anyway appointment is invalid, there is no doubt about it, sir. Sir, now he is doing many acts and things, sir. Now imagine on 5/5/2020, on 5/5/2020, sir, and a company comes to know about this fact. Now you may ask me, how did company come to know about it? Sir, maybe an employee of the company might have told this, or company and a company ka one of the director might have gained knowledge about it, sir, and a supplier of the company might have told he is a convicted person, how the hell he is appointed as a so company has come to knowledge about it, sir. So company has noticed this. So company has noticed this, sir. So now the thing is, he might have done some acts and things during that period, sir. And now what is the validity of this act? This act is still valid. So here appointment is invalid, but all the acts, things done by director on behalf of company, till it is unnoticed by the company, such acts are what, sir? Valid. Now lawmakers are like, after this he should not do any acts, he should not continue only. Once you know that that person is disqualified, do you think company should allow him to continue? Answer is yes. No. इसलिए lawmaker said every act which a company ka director does after company coming to know about the disqualification, sir, such acts will also be invalid. So directly, indirectly, can I say lawmakers are company after being known, है ना, please do not allow him to continue, throw him out of the office, sir. I hope you understood this very well, sir. Clear? So I give you time to write down, sir. Please make a note of this case 1. ऐसे I have to teach you 3 cases. So I have taught you case number 1. Now case number 1 में I have taken the example for disqualification. मतलब एक person at the time of appointment he was disqualified to appointed as a director, sir. So what will be the validity of act? So my answer is his act will be valid till the defect is till the disqualification is unnoticed by the company. The day from when it is noticed by the company, his acts, things will be invalid, sir. Clear, bacha? Now let us take case number 2. Lawmakers have also used one more word called defect in appointment. Defect at the time of what, sir? Appointment. ऊपर वाले में disqualification at the time of appointment, sir. So here defect in the time of appointment, sir. Okay, now let us understand, sir. Meaning simple. Mr. Raj is appointed as a director. Mr. Raj and Mr. Ram, imagine both people, sir, they both are appointed as what, sir? Directors. But at the time of appointment of director there is some defect. At the time of appointment of director there is some defect, sir, and this defect is unknown to whom, sir? Company. Again, company has acted in good faith, sir. So till the time this defect is unknown to the company, all the acts done by director will be what, sir? Valid. Till the time defect is unknown to the company. But the day company comes to know about the defect, sir, such acts done by director will be invalid. So can I say indirectly lawmakers are why company you are allowing him to continue? You know his appointment is defective, so why don't you throw him out of the company? That is a logic, with which you should understand. So you may ask me, sir, can you give me any example? I can give you, sir. Can I say we have studied something called section 162, where we understood that whenever we are appointing any director, sir, we have to pass single resolution. So single resolution is required for individual directors appointment, sir. Agreed or not, sir? But there we also understood, if you want to appoint multiple directors, if you want to appoint multiple directors through single resolution, then you should fulfill two conditions, if you remember, sir. Condition number one was what, sir? Then you should take up this motion. Which motion, sir? Appointing multiple directors with single resolution. And you should take up one resolution saying that whether that single resolution should be passed or not, sir. So this is a prior resolution which is required. Okay, so prior resolution for passing this resolution. And second thing was, for this resolution there should be no vote cast against the resolution. All votes should be in favor, sir. If you fulfill these two conditions, then you can go for second resolution, where you can appoint multiple directors by single resolution, sir, if you remember, sir. Now imagine, sir, Mr. Raj and Mr. Ram ka appointment was directly done through second step only. First step ka compliance was not done only, sir. So don't you think appointment is done, but there is a defect in appointment, sir. These people are not suffering with the disqualification. They did not attract any disqualification, but there is a defect in appointment. Sir, tell me, what about the appointment? Appointment is invalid. Appointment is invalid. But what about the act? Act done by the company will be valid till it is unnoticed by the company. So till it is unnoticed by the company. So imagine same example, sir. Sir, appointment is invalid. There is a defect in appointment, sir. So up to 5-5, or up to 5-5 ko it is noticed. So up to 4-5, all the acts done by director will be valid, sir. But on 5-5, company came to know about there is a defect in appointment, sir. From that day, every act of the director will be invalid, sir. So here, what is the second case I have explained you, sir? Defect in appointment, sir. Second case is defect in appointment. Okay, so you may take down this note also, sir. I hope you might have done this. Now what I would like to do, sir, I would like to take case number 3. Okay, chaliye, sir. Let's take about case number 3. Now, lawmakers have also used another words. First, they have used a word called disqualification, defect. Now, disqualification or defect at the time of what, sir? Appointment. Now, let us consider this situation, sir. Sir, Mr. Raj, Mr. Raj, okay. Sir, he is validly appointed. His appointment is what, sir? Valid. There is no defect in appointment, there is no disqualification at the time of appointment. Appointment is valid, sir. But sir, jaise he was continuing, sir, he has attracted one of the ground for vacation. He has attracted one of the ground for vacation, sir. Now imagine he has attracted that ground of vacation on 1/1/2020. So don't you think he should have terminated his service? But the thing is, neither he did nor company noticed it, and he is still continuing, sir. He is still continuing, sir. Sir, imagine on 5/5/2020, company comes to notice of such termination. Company comes to notice of such termination. Now you may ask me, sir, this vacation has happened for what reasons? Can I say reasons are specified in the law? Specified in law. Example, 164 may any ground you meet, can I say 167 may you have to vacate? Agreed or not, sir? So example, say for example, sir, one of the ground was under 164, if you unpay all the call money and calls in arrears are for 6 months or more, sir, then you will be disqualified. So imagine Mr. Raj was a director also and also a shareholder, and he was having partly paid up shares of the company. Company has made a call, so calls will be made to all the shareholders including Raj. Raj was supposed to make the payment, he did not make the payment, calls in arrears are there, 6 months are over, and 6 months are over on which day, sir? 1/1/2020. So can I say this is a ground for vacation or not, sir? Yes. But the thing is, neither Raj was knowing about this fact nor company was knowing about this fact, and he is still continuing, sir. And so might be he has done various acts on behalf of the company. Answer is yes. When did company know about the defect, sir? Company came to know about the defect on 5/5. How did they come to know? And that is immaterial. Maybe a third party might have told, employee might have told, one of the director might have told, shareholder might have told. Sir, how they come to know about this is immaterial, sir. Company is coming to notice about his termination, sir, and his vacation, sir. Now lawmakers are, he should not continue, and even if he continues, his acts will become what, bacha? Invalid, sir. So can I say whatever act he did during this period is what, bacha? Valid. Whatever acts he does after company coming to know about such termination, sir, then that will be invalid, sir. I hope you understood my case number 3 also, sir. Clear? So you may write down this point also, sir. Now agar you read the provisions very properly, sir, case 3 mein है ना, vacation can happen as per the provisions specified in the law or as per provisions of articles of association. Now I should ask you one intelligent question, sir. Sir, how can a director vacate the office as per the provisions of articles? Meaning, maybe you might have written some grounds, some regulations in your articles which will attract disqualification. Now my question to you people is, can every company write such provisions in their articles, write such points in their articles? Answer is no. We have already studied 167 subsection 4, where we have seen public company cannot write any additional grounds for what, sir? Vacation. Yes, 167 subsection 4 clearly says private company can write additional grounds for what, sir? Vacation, sir. Agreed or not, sir? Yes. So don't you think this point will be applicable only for a private company? This point will not be applicable for a public company ka director. Now I will give you one example, sir. Imagine a scenario. Mr. Raj is today 56 years of age, sir. Now he was appointed for, imagine, 5 years. He was appointed for 5 years, sir. Okay. Now my thing is, in articles of association there was one provision written, sir. Which articles I am talking about, sir? Private company only, because public company cannot write additional grounds for what, sir? Vacation. So private company के articles में one of the ground written was, as soon as a director attains the age of 60, he has to leave the service. As soon as director attains the age of 60, he has to leave the service. This was written in the articles of association of the company, sir. Now don't you think, sir, he is appointed for 5 years. After completion of 4th year, sir, can I say he will attain the age of 60? Do you think he should vacate? Answer is yes, sir. But thing is, he is still continuing, sir. So can I say his appointment is valid only, but he has attracted one of the ground for vacation, but that is not specified in the law, but that is specified in the articles of association. So don't you think now whatever he is continuing, sir, that should not happen, but it is happening. So whatever acts, things which director does during this period where it is unnoticed by the company, this will be valid. But jaise company knows about this fact, he has attracted the ground for vacation, then in such case whatever act he does will be invalid, sir. I hope you understood or you liked our efforts of examples. So we have tried our level best to give you best examples for all these provisions, sir. Okay. Now, sir, super summary I would like to give you, sir. So handmade charts are always the best charts, sir. So you can see here what is written. Any acts done by whom, sir? Director. Any act, here act matlab company's act nahi, act matlab action, work. So any act done by director whose appointment is invalid, whose appointment is invalid. What are the reasons, sir? Either due to disqualification or due to defect, or any act done by director whose office has terminated or vacated by virtue of what, sir? Either provision of Companies Act or by virtue of any provisions in what, sir? Articles of Association. Then such act of such director shall be valid. Sorry, sir. Such act of such director shall be valid till it is unnoticed by the company. Till it is unnoticed by the company, but will be valid from the date it is noticed by the company. Over 176. This is a beautiful presentation of what, sir? Section number 176. So you may make note of this chart also. Okay. So next class we will discuss another interesting sections. Thank you very much.